When talking about ways to reduce your impact on climate change, what's the first thing you think of? For most people, it's ideas such as bringing a reusable bag to the store, carpooling, or recycling. But what a lot of people don't know is the extremely positive impact reducing your red meat consumption can have on the entire world. So why is this so important? Well, the analogy I like to use is thinking about going to a fast food joint and buying a quarter pounder for $4. What you don't see in that $4 is the environmental costs that come with it. When thinking about red meat production, we need to keep in mind the eating process that these animals go through before it makes it to your plate. Most of the world's livestock is fed a mix of corn, soy, and hay until they're big enough to be butchered. The problem here is that providing food for these livestock is taking up a vast amount of the world's resources. Over 30% of the world's surface is used to grow crops, not to feed humans or fight world hunger, but to support our livestock consumption. That being said, we use over 8 times the land to feed animals than we do to feed humans. Every second, 1 acre of the Earth's surface is cleared, and 75% of that comes from animal agriculture alone. Animal agriculture is the leading cause of species extinction, habitat destruction, and ocean dead zones. At the current rate of our deforestation, the world's rainforests could completely vanish in 100 years' time. These rainforests are also vital for absorbing CO2 in the atmosphere to fight climate change. Once the land is cultivated to grow these crops, it requires lots of water. That's why 70% of the world's water supply goes to agriculture. The average hamburger requires 660 gallons of water, the equivalent of 2 months worth of showers. Yet the planet's water supply is rapidly drying up. Once these crops are grown and make it into the livestock's stomach, they become bloated, which results in them either burping up or farting out methane gas. Methane is a greenhouse gas that absorbs 25 times the heat a single molecule of CO2 does. That's why it makes it so much worse. Globally, cows produce 150 million gallons of methane gas per day. In America, cows alone produce more greenhouse gas than 22 million cars do a year. That being said, if all Americans stopped eating red meat for just 1 day a week for an entire year, it would have the same effect as taking 7.6 million cars off the road. Ultimately, if people worldwide who rely heavily on red meat switched to a more plant-based diet or reduced their meat consumption slightly, they could potentially decrease food-related greenhouse gas emissions by up to 50% by the year 2050.
Together, we can be known as the generation that saves the world from catastrophic climate change and collectively live more environmentally friendly and healthy lives.
So I'm not asking you to become full-blown vegan, but I am asking for you to reduce your red meat in your diet. It's as easy as choosing a chicken sandwich over a burger at a restaurant. It may seem, like a small thing, but it really does add up and is a key role in fighting climate change.